So it's been a while since you heard from me, and I thought I'd just make this quick video. See, I can make a quick video and update you on where I've been and what I've been doing. I have several projects going on at the same time, all of which are designed to benefit the community in one way or another. And it only helps if I let you know that they exist so you can take advantage. So I have been working on better documentation for how to flash the CR6 community firmware to your displays and your printers. I now have refactored the interface again to respond to those criticisms. People don't like aesthetic changes. So the cyan theme is no longer the only one available. I now have what you could call the OG CR6 original June 21 color scheme. On the Klipper side, I have two options that I've put up for you. One of our members, Buzz T, has a Viper community link, and he is a talented enough programmer to have made his own version of a DWIN solution that works with Klipper, but his is installed on a Pi, and you access it, you connect it to the display through, say, a TTL converter. So there are two lines then from the Pi to the printer. One goes to the display and one goes to the printer motherboard. And the interface between the Klipper and the display is actually handled by the Pi. I also found a version labeled DGUS-Reloaded by a fellow called DesU, I think, DES and 3 U's. He had a project which he has annotated as he's going to walk away from that one and go in a different direction. So I've forked what he has produced. I've understood enough of it to make it work. I'm not a Python programmer, and there are still elements of that code that I can't make head or tails of. I'd love to have the same functionality as the community firmware one. It's just beyond my skill set right now. What I have done is I've got the interface now working with same color scheme as the 6.1. Enough functionality that between that and Mainsail running on my laptop right next to the machine, I can do everything I want to do with the printer. I've implemented what I want to have available to me when I'm standing at the printer, changing filaments, changing nozzles, moving heads around, setting things up for print. And I'm quite content with it. It's still labeled beta because it still has the occasion, it shames itself once in a while when you put the printer into a particular state. I still haven't finessed getting the Mainsail, let's say, in Klipper and Moonraker to agree with my interfaces to the state of certain things. I turn the LED on at the nozzle from my display. Klipper may not know I've done that, and vice versa. So if Klipper turns the LED off, my display might still say it's on. So there's some foolishness on there that's less than I would like to be able to produce, but reflects the limits of my programming talents. Anyway, I have two repositories up for the Klipper, one for the DWIN set and one for the Klipper component. They cross-reference each other and they march together in compatible pairs. I stopped working on the Buzz T variant. I did port it, let's say, to the DWIN interface that we get with the CR6, which doesn't have the same resolution as the Viper. And I've put links down in the description here so you can look at them and check them out. I would like to add videos to this channel describing and doing tours of those interfaces just the way I did for the refactored interface. I'm trying to get the actual coding done and getting the repositories up. I have to learn how to use the tools first. It's all taking much longer than I expected, which is why it's April as you see me post this. Almost the first anniversary of the YouTube channel and the refactored firmware. What else are we doing? Oh yes, GitBook. GitHub, thank you very much for the community license. We have a GitBook license now, and I'm the person taking time to figure out how it's used. I've used it now to create a set of documentation specific to how to flash and troubleshoot flashing the refactored version 1.1 DWIN set for community firmware. I'm experimenting with that as a model. If we like that as a model, I will do my best to create other documents, similar structure and fidelity, that support other aspects of using our printers. Maybe get the wiki flashed up in this other format, although maybe the wiki is fine the way it is. You guys could always tell me. I've been maintaining, as when I'm talking about the wiki, I've been updating the wiki also on the flashing side. There was, you may not have noticed, but I tend to be verbose. And sometimes there's just so much information there you can't see through it to get to what it was I was trying to tell you in the first place. I've gone through the wiki and I've done my best to purge the extra info, to structure it so that it appears where it's useful and not at random in the middle of something else being discussed. And I've tried to anticipate that most users now will have the newer machines. They're already running the 1103 board. They're running stock, but they have maybe DGUS 4.5 on their display. More and more often should be the case, without wanting to forget that some of us are still on Kickstarter with version 1.4 of DGUS 2 and still running the original stock firmware maybe. So everyone comes to the information with their own background knowledge and level of understanding and past experience, and it's hard to anticipate what would be simple and direct and useful to everyone. I do my best to sort of draw a line down the middle of the crowd and meet everyone's needs without other people's needs cluttering yours, obscuring what you're looking for. So I'm going to stop while my video is still comparatively short, and I'm going to make time soon to craft other videos that give you a cook's tour of the Klipper interface. I'd like to do one on how to edit DWIN sets, how to refactor DWIN sets, because I think some people now have a different screen. They have a different resolution like the Viper does. They may want to run this DWIN set and find they can't because it's set up for the wrong kind of display. So if I show you where the tools are and I show you how to use the tools, it's my hope that that at least enables you to refactor it yourselves. It's no longer so much of a mystery, and the day that I get hit by a truck or just plain lose interest and I stop maintaining this interface, there'll be enough information out there for another brave soul to take it on and maintain it for the community. So I will be back.